Along the journey, while you're going through the journey, you might just forget yourself. You might just forget that person you always envision yourself to be. Then you start saying, whatever comes, I get it. I don't think I'm destined for greatness. Because you get caught up with the obstacles that come to you. And you suddenly miss out who you were meant to be. You become someone else, someone lower than that version you saw yourself to be. Hello, amazing people. Hello, beautiful people. You're welcome to another splendid edition of Get Impeccable with Precious and Dean. I am so honored to have you all glued to your screens to watch this amazing episode of Get Impeccable. We're going to be talking about not getting carried along by the obstacles. The obstacles could weigh you down. The obstacles could make you less of yourself. And it's so crazy when you get carried by the obstacles, when you let yourself be swayed by the obstacles. When I say the obstacles, it's a definitive term because I believe that in life, at every stage in our lives, we face difficulties, we face trials, we face challenges, and these comes as obstacles to the persons we want to be. We all have pictures, and while we were young, we had dreams. I want to be a doctor, I want to be a pilot. As you grow older, it starts drifting, and maybe you get clearer visions. And when you get clearer visions of who you want to be, then at certain points you doubt yourself. Can I actually be that person I want to be? Because you've had difficulties, trials, and you feel like you're not capable. Then you're being carried along by the obstacles. The moment we let the difficulties sway us, bring us down, we belittle our capability. I think I'll have to remove my glasses to talk better. Okay, I know it's not affecting how I'm talking, but yeah, I just want to see you guys clearer. Alright guys, there's one thing about life. There's always that point in life where you realize who you are, who you're meant to be. And however, there's sometimes that moment where the realization is being obstructed. And when you get to that moment of realization, guys, it could last for just a few seconds or few days. If you don't work on it, you forget it. You get swayed by the obstacles. Because once you realize who you want to be, challenges will come. The seed of realization falls on you. Consider yourself to be the soil, right? And consider the realizations to be a seed. So when the seed of realization falls on the soil, what type of soil are you? Are you that soil that is filled of negativity, regrets, hopelessness, low self-esteem? That is a very poor soil. And realizations can never grow into achievement if you don't change the fertility, if you don't improve the fertility of your soil. You need to improve the fertility of your soil by transforming your negativity into positivity. There's something about positive affirmations. Feeding your minds with what you want yourself to know about. By changing the regrets into acceptance. Accept what happened behind. Accept what happened in the past and move on. Get to that point where you get better. By changing the hopelessness into hope. You have the right to hope for what you want. You have the right to envision what you want to be. Transform your hopelessness into hopefulness by changing that low self-esteem into maximum self-esteem. believing in that self you want to be. Change it. Change that self-esteem and become better. Then you will be that fertile soil. Then you will be that good soil that every seed of realization shall transform into achievement once it lands on it. Yes, guys, once the seed of realization lands on you, it's gonna grow, it's gonna blossom. Prepare yourself for who you want to be. Let me not deceive you, guys. Let me not deceive you that there will not be challenges. Oh, it's gonna be smooth. It's gonna be smooth, because that's a lie. That's a lie. Every great person you see today face challenges, and they face it, but how they handle it is totally different. So you should be able to navigate your way out of the tunnel of darkness, out of the tunnel of challenges. That's what really matters. Do not forget to always keep that big picture in mind. It's always easy for you to follow the advice of what motivational speakers will say. Oh, write down your goals. Write it down. Any goal that is in mind is not realizable. Any goals that is any objective that's in the mind is a dead objective. It's very easy for everyone to tell you that, and it's so easy for you to take a pen and you're writing it down so fast. But you know what's difficult? For you to look at it every day. How often do you take your goal book? Do you even have a goal book? But how often do you take that book you write your objective in and look at it often? Or do you just write it once and forget about it? And the day you've written it down, you're so energetic and enthusiastic to keep on. But as the days go by, you lose sight of the picture and you forget who you're meant to be. You let the obstacles cloud your mind and you forget who you're supposed to be. When you write down your objectives, when you have that picture, guys, always put the picture in front of you. Endeavor to look at your lifelong goals every day. Picture it. Do not lose sight of the big picture. No matter how difficult it gets, keep it close to you. I'm going to be closing, I'm going to be wrapping up, okay, with some spice of a story of a guy who committed suicide. So this guy killed himself because he felt worthless. His friends abandoned him. His family found him as a mediocre, and they really didn't see anything good in him. And he felt like he was doing too much to prove a point, in as much as he's not as good as they want compared to his family members, and his friends at some point didn't fit up with him. He felt worthless and decided to take his life. That point of depression was so deep that he decided to take his own life. But if we're going behind a flashback to that guy before, a guy who was so energetic and telling people, his friends, when I grow up, I wanna, for months now, I want to do this. 3 months now, next year, I'm planning to launch this. Next year, I'm planning to launch a movie. Next year, I'm planning to get into this project competition where I'm gonna pitch this, and I'm looking forward to do this and that. That guy had ambition. He had the big picture. But when he went into the tunnel of depression, when he went into the tunnel of trials, challenges, hopelessness, he let it carry him on. He let the obstacles pull him on and lost sight of the big picture. Never you lose sight of the big picture, because when you lose sight of the big picture, it makes you feel like you're living for nothing. And it's a lie. You're living for something greater than you. So please, keep the sight of the big picture close. You are destined for greatness. And if you believe it and say yes, it works out. You just need to work through it. Acknowledge the fact that trials will come, but you have the capacity to work your way out of the tunnels of trials and capture your victory line. I wish you entire blessings, success as you move along. Know that Get Impeccable loves you and will continually cheering you up to get to that point where you want to be. I'm Precious Andean, your humble host, and I love you so much. Bye.